From the top of Maryland, we cover Liberia like nobody else does. This is Spoon 107.5 FM.
The LCC, but it is effective.
Okay, that's right. Very beautiful. Good morning, right here in Liberia. I'd like to say very good morning to you. Wherever you are, most definitely welcome to the Today Show on your radio, Spawn 107.5. My name is Emmanuel Eustace White. You can call me Mr. Ray. I want to say thank you to every one of you for joining us this morning on the discussion we're going to be having right here on your radio. You know, on the Today Show, we bring you all of the latest happenings around Liberia. For this morning, I try to reach out to, my colleague out there to talk about some of the things happening from the counties. So if you're out there, I want to say good morning to you. Welcome. My name is Emmanuel Wakotu. You can cover Mr. Raw for short. So this morning, a lot of issues happening in our country, Liberia. So we'll be giving you an update as to what is going on around the country and what are some of the things that we need to do to even make Liberia a better place in terms of our body politics. What exactly is happening from our international partners, the United States Embassy. Also, give a press statement yesterday. And the government of Liberia has also released another press statement. And the opposition, they're also doing the same. What is going on in our country? We have more time to discuss right here on your radio, Spawn 107.5. And we're live on www.spawnfmradio.com. as well as Spawn TV Live this morning in your homes, of course, in your offices. It's my pleasure to come your way every morning and afternoon to bring you the latest happening from our country, Liberia. So wherever you are, tell a friend to tell another friend to tune into 107.5, the station that is dishing out Liberia's best. So what are some of the major trending issues in our country, Liberia? We'll be talking about that right here on your radio. So this morning, I want to say good morning to my folks there in Grand Bassa County. Good morning to the folks there in Mikey B. And those of you listening to us by way of a radio in Bon County, Bombing County, and of course, Grand Cayman County, not forgetting my own family members there in Bapolu. You guys are the real MVP for tuning to this radio every morning to listen to what exactly is happening around our country, Liberia. So this morning, before I go further, I want to recognize the folks out there who are also listening to us by whatever, the internet around the world. You guys are also the real MVP, right? So I want to recognize you guys this morning. Quickly, before we start the show this morning, those who have joined us, like Ansu Comer, I say good morning. Good morning to you, Ansu Comer. And we also have Bravo Bain and say good. And Emmanuel Wilson say good morning. Good morning to you, Emmanuel Wilson. Hope you're having a great time. Baba say good morning. And we have this one coming from, I think is, okay. Amari says, good morning from Helsinki. That's somewhere in Finland. He's following us from there. And of course, Mike Julius Yakpazuo, said, good morning, Mr. Raw. Karibu. Karibu to you, brother. All the way, I think Karibu, like he's somewhere in maybe in Kenya also. All right, so we also have Julius Goodrich say good morning to you. Good morning to you as well, man. ENT, good morning. We have Montina Daniels Jr. says, good morning. I am Martino Daniel. Okay, watching you line from Carriagesburg. How is Carriagesburg this morning? Hope you guys are having fun and listening to everything that is happening around Liberia. And then we also have this one coming in from Alex Roberts, and he says, good morning from Kakata. How is Cat City this morning? Maggie B County, how you doing? Mike, just go on and say LGT all the way, Lofa County. And of course, yeah, that's why it is right here. So we'll be heading up to Lofa County. And then we have Domowa Colley say, good morning, Mr. Raw. Good morning to you, Domowa. How are you doing? And then Morris Masale say, good morning. I'm watching from Libby or Libya. Okay, something like that. I hope I got it right. And I'm just live from Somalia. Good to know you are in Somalia. And now we also have Bravo say good morning, watching you from Caldwell, New Georgia. How is Caldwell, New Georgia this morning? Hope you guys are having fun there and listening to us as well. And we go on to say this one from Rennie Murray said good morning, brother. Good morning to you, Rennie. Hope you're having a great time this morning. And Cynthia Bewer said, says good morning as well. Paul G. Guerman Jr., good morning to you. Augustine Croma said, good morning from my comfort zone of Cardington University campus. Big shout out to you, my brother, from Cardington University campus there in Bond County. Hope you guys are great. You are the one that make us to be here every morning to give you everything that you need to know as you go about your daily activities. Okay, and we have Berman Sony. Berman Sony said, "Good morning, brother, from Japan. How is Japan this morning? How do you say good morning in Japan? Okay." And then Sarah's Wenda. Sarah's Window is also watching us. Say good morning, watching you live from Paris, France. Bonjour, mon ami Sarah. Comment ça va? Es-tu libérien et ivoirien or let's say African, okay? My friend look good this morning. All right. Joseph Miller, and he says, good morning, bro. I'm following from my what's that, veranda in Mamba Point. Good to know you are in Mamba Point right here in Monrovia, foreigners. And Melvin Smith says, good morning. I'm following from Chocolate City. How is Chocolate City D13? Maya Sa Agosa Born Bully say, I'm following from Vonjaman City. Thanks so much, nephew. Thank you so much, Uncle Bully. Appreciate that. And Prince Snotty, we are say good morning, bro. Good morning to you. J. Rennie D. Wilson say good morning. Watching from Dwazon, Maggie County. And then we have Marlington Glay say good morning, bro. Okay, good morning to every one of you right here. I can try to read out to everybody your messages, before we go into the show. But I'm very sure that you guys have been following the day-to-day activities in our country here. So this morning, I will be going on to read out some of the training issues within our country, Liberia, right there. And then I will try to see if I can cross over to the counties and then to you that are listening to also make your own input on some of the things that are unfolding within our country, Liberia. So we go quickly now to bring you the news highlight on the Today Show this morning on your radio. And of course, the government of Liberia has condemned the act of violence portrayed as the voice of Liberia between two rival political groups. The violent clash is believed to have occurred between supporters of the ruling coalition for democratic change, the CDC, and that of the opposition Alternative National Congress, the ANC. The government, through the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism, in a press release, warned that it will not condone any level of intolerance, especially leading up to next year elections. Early Monday evening, some individuals believed to be seditions gather at the Voice of Liberia radio station to hurt to hot insult at Louis Brown, as a steward of the Alternative National Congress, who had gone there to promote a planned protest action against the government of Liberia. So, according to the Ministry of Information, press release issued on Tuesday, that was yesterday, the Liberia National Police is investigating 4 persons in connection with the violent incident that took place. So, the release stated that the freedom of expression is a fundamental process of any functioning democracy, and the government will therefore do all in its powers to guarantee the right for all within the confines of the law. So the release noted that anyone engaged in acts that infringe upon their other rights will face the full weight of the law. The release added that the arrested individuals are being investigated, and if found culpable of any offense, will be prosecuted according to the law of Liberia. So that's one of the story that happening right now, and from Liberia, and we'll give you the highlight as to what is happening. So yesterday, in day today, that the incident that took place at the Voice of Liberia radio on the capital bypass, the Liberia National Police arrested 4 persons, and they are currently undergoing investigation. And the Ministry of Information of Liberia has also released this to say they will not condone any acts of violence, irrespective of which political party you represent. People are allowed to carry on their freedom of expression, and no one is allowed to infringe on that right. So moving away from that, we go to this other story. The Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia, Major General Prince Charles Johnson III, has strongly warned against a violent act intended to destabilize the peace in the ensuing elections. Major General Charles Johnson III warned that if the LNP cannot control violent actions, the armed forces of Liberia will execute its constitutional duties. The Chief of Staff sending out this strong caveat said, whoever that feels disenchanted in the 2023 election should use the court system as was seen in the 2017 presidential and that of 2020 midterm senatorial elections. So Major General Prince Johnson, the chair, emphasized to continuously deal with anyone who tries to take the law into his or her own hand, disregarding the rule of law of Liberia. Speaking on OKFM on Tuesday, he has shown that the army will execute its constitutional duties against anyone, regardless of current or past status or affiliation in the country. Major General Johnson also said the army will not allow anyone or a group of persons to obstruct the high-end peace and democracy of Liberia. He further added the AFL will support the Liberia National Police and relevant agency to protect key installation well necessary. So those are words from the Prince Johnson, Prince Charles Johnson of the Armed Forces of Liberia. And we're moving on again to this other story. Public Works Minister Ruth Coker Collins says East International Company is technically incapacitated to construct ELWA RIA highway, making the disclosure during a Senate Public Works Committee hearing on Monday. Public Works Minister Ruth Coker Collins expressed the need for stakeholders to have dialogue towards a possible review of the contract. Minister Collins disclosed that the ministry was able to subcontract another company to assist with the RIA road corridor. According to the Public Works Minister, the revision of the contract by stakeholders should also ensure the ministry is signatory to the account of the road project in order to ascertain how much is being spent on the construction process. Okay, so that's a major issue there. So the East International capability is being questioned here when it comes to the construction of the Rabat International Airport Highway here in Maghibie County and that of Maserati County. We move on to this one. Police Inspector General Patrick Sudu says the current strength of the Liberian National Police cannot meet present-day reality. Listen to that. Police Inspector General, the IG of the Liberian National Police, Mr. Patrick Sudu, says the current strength of the Liberian National Police cannot meet present-day reality. Inspector General Sudu wants additional 1,500 trained personnel to beef up the strength of the police force as the country heads towards the 2023 general elections. The Inspector General has also alarmed over low budgetary allotment to the force, noting that 600,000 United States dollars cannot run the Liberian National Police for 1 year. He said the National Election Commission informed him of plans for additional precinct to be created during the 2023 election. But with the current manpower, it is important to augment the police budget so as to increase its strength to perform to its full capacity. Patrick Sudu was speaking Tuesday when he appeared before the plenary of the House of Representatives, Republic of Liberia. All right, so that's it there. We will talk about that later on. And so what I would augment the strength of the Liberian National Police. And going on to this story, the Liberian Children Representative Forum has declared Liberia unsafe to children, and the worst is about to happen during the 2023 elections in the country. The speaker of the Children Forum, Joel Gray, told a news conference on Tuesday that politicians are in the habit of using children for ritual during electoral period. Speaking, the speaker Joel further warned that if politicians are caught in abusing children and using them for ritual, the consequences will be severe, as the children will go all out to ensure such politician is rejected during the election process. He is meanwhile calling for the inclusion of the children parliament into the national budget so as to enhance its operations across the country. We stay here. This is Pool 107.5 and Verse 8, the Today Show. My name is Emmanuel Kotu. And we go on to the story now. Members of the Liberian Senate have concurred with the House of Representatives on the passage of an act establishing the PYJ Polytechnic University in Niba County. The university is owned by former INPFL leader and senator of Niba County, Prince Yelube Johnson. Recently, Maserati County District Number 4 Representative Rosalind Swakoko Dennis objected to naming the university after Senator Johnson on grounds that his name is tainted with bad records ranging from Liberia's civil war. Despite her call, the lower house passed the act and forwarded it to the Senate, which was acted upon earlier yesterday. That's Tuesday, December 6, 2022. The President Weah, will have to sign the act into law before it becomes a law giving the PYJ University legitimacy. So we'll look at that story later on here on your radio, Sport 107.5. And those of you following us live on Spawn TV, we here this morning. And moving on to other stories making headlines in our country, Liberia, the chairman of our Team Cummings, former Information Minister Louis Brown, has accused the ruling coalition for democratic change and National Secretary General Jefferson Tambakoji of orchestrating the ad against him at the Voice of Liberia Radio on Monday evening. On Monday evening, some individuals believed to be supporters of the ruling coalition for democratic change staged a protest outside of the radio station while Mr. Brown was being hosted by the station CEO Sekou Sharif. Addressing the press conference at the CPP headquarters, Louis Brown described the protester as talks of the ruling CDC organized by Mayor Koji. He cautioned the government against any attempt to repeat what transpired between members of the University of Liberia Student Unification Party and the CDC COP. Re-echoing the December 17th peaceful political rally, Brown said the rally will be held as planned as the Samuel Kayando Sport Complex come December 17th. All right, so we are still here on your radio 107.5. This is the Today Show, and we give you a highlight as to what is happening within our country, Liberia. Following his exposure for academic fraud, Mr. Diolani has finally resigned as the president of the Liberia Bank for Development and Investment, LBDR. Mr. Delani resignation, which has been accepted by the Bank of Liberia yesterday, and his resignation comes following his exposure by ex-Liberian activist Martin Colley of obtaining fake academic credentials. In December 2021, the board of directors of the Liberia Bank for Development and Investment, LBTR, engaged the services of a recruitment firm to search for a suitable candidate for the position of president or CEO of LBDR. That exercise identified Mr. Dio Delani as a suitable candidate for the position, following which the board selected Mr. Delani as president or CEO of LBDR. According to a press release signed by 8 board chairman Samuel Tue, there were inaccuracy in the academic qualifications supplied to the recruitment firm, thereby asking him to release the post. The release said effective December 6th, that was yesterday, the board designated Mr. Mark Aquina Yemini Jr., Mark Aquina Yemini Jr., the general manager as acting president or CEO of LBDR, and the public is encouraged to accept or to accord Mr. Yemini the due or courtesy in the performance of his duties while the board takes the next step to recruiting a new president or CEO of the LBDR. The board assured the general public, particularly our customers, our shareholders, our potentials of investor, and all other stakeholders, that LBDR remains strong in its operations, and that despite what is happening, they are fully aware and are fully in control of what the bank require for any other person who want to do business with them. And we'll move away from that story now. Let's go quickly to this one here on your radio, Spawn 107.5. The Today Show is live on www.spawnfmradio.com. We are also live on Spawn TV, and you can follow us any day from Liberia to be able to get all of the information that is needed in our country. All right, now moving on to this story. The Liberia Medical Student Association, LMSA, with support from the USAID-funded Bridgeview, will convene a 6-day conference on the maiden edition of the Liberia Health Education and Research Conference in Monrovia. The Liberia Health Education and Research Conference is a scientific research conference that brings together 100 emerging health professionals and professionals across Liberia health sector. So the conference take place at the University of Liberia College of Health Sciences in Congo Town, run from the 17th, that's from the 7th, that's today, up to the 12th of December this year. The conference aims to promote an inter-professional approach to contemporize healthcare education through research, skills development among these individuals. The teaching session will focus on the significance of research and interprofessional approach in enhancing the health sector of Liberia. The vision is to advance solutions for the improvement of healthcare education and develop the culture of innovation and research among emerging professionals in the health sector of Liberia. Go, folks, those are the major stories that we are following right here this morning on your radio, Spawn 107.5. But this morning, I want to cross over to one of my colleagues there in in Grand Bassa County, and he will be giving me some more detail as to what is unfolding from across Liberia. And we'll come back, we'll read a couple of messages, and then we'll go to the phone lines to give you the opportunity to tell us exactly what is that burning issue that have touched your heart after listening to all of the major training issues within our country. This is the Today Show. Keep listening to Spoon 107.5. We are here to bring you all that you need to know about your country, Liberia. Remember, a lot of things happening in our country and this December, and one of such things is that I've been informed by my sister, the Lofa County people. I already started planning to. Let me just say this before I go for that break. The National County Sport Meet is also being organized by the Ministry of Youth and Sport. And at this time, the competition is expected to begin on the 17th of December in Lofa County, as Lofa will be hosting some county in the preliminary round. So Lofa County will serve as a host for some counties as they prepare to get to the SKD. So we are here and we are going to be giving you more of that. And then also stay in Lofa County, the Lofa County Lomagitie Festival, an annual festival organized by the organization called the Lomagitie, are preparing to hit the street of Soso Fonchama come December 23rd to the 26th of December as well. And then we are also looking at some activities taking place across Grand Bassa County. I understand the daughter of the late Charles Walker Bronskin, Charlene Bronskin, is also in Bassa engaging with her people. And in fact, on the 11th and on the 10th, she will be engaging them with a huge, conference and also a parade in that part of Liberia. So we're going to be talking to, let me try to see if I can get my colleague there who having to be of a reporter for us there in Grand Bassa County. And Kim Bryan, it will be on the line shortly to speak to me, and we'll be talking about some issues happening within his side of the country. So let me see if I can get Kim Bryan this morning on the line, and he tells me, you're going to be telling me exactly what are some of those major training issues within Grand Bassa County when it comes to the politics and what is going on from that angle. So keep following up. This is Point 107.5, the station that is dishing out Liberia's best. This morning, we are here. While we try to connect with our colleague there, okay, I think I got Kim Bryan now on the line. Kim Bryan is somewhere there in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, and he's going to be filling out exactly how is the political atmosphere in Grand Bassa and what is the talk of the day. Good morning, Ken. How you doing?
Well, good morning to you, Imagine County, and good morning to the people of Mustard County. I'm glad this morning and more humble to be on the platform Spoon.
All right. Ken, tell me what's going on in Grand Bassa County politically.
Well, when it comes to the political scene in Grand Bassa County, the scene is very heated due to the different aspirants who are aspiring for the different positions like the representative and the senatorial seat. Those different individuals who have express their intent or their desire to contest in the pending election 2023 has been doing massive community engagements, meeting citizens from one house to another or from door to door, speaking with electorates to ensure that they can vote them come 2023 election. More of that, there are also been clashes between supporters from different political size or from different political individuals, where this other person here continues to go against this other side of the table. Recently was there that Councillor Charlie Bromsky, who has expressed her intent to contest in the pending 2023 presidential and legislative elections, and she'll be contesting specifically in electoral District 3, Grand Bassa County, going against Representative Matthew Jordan incumbent. Some supporters from the newly faction of the Labour Party has been lashing at her on numerous occasions, where for every time she comes on the media to say something, they too will come from the opposing side to make sure that she doesn't get the kind of relevance that she should have gotten. And one of those persons who have been doing that is Ben Cleon, who is the media and publicity chairman of the Liberty Party in Grand Bassa County. So the political scene in the county here is very heated. Where everybody, like Representative Matthew Joe, who is from the CDC, his supporter also, every time we see them with their jacket, on them with Honorable Joe flyers on the jackets, and they are going from door to door, from house to house, talking with people directly this time around.
Okay, so let's move away. I mean, let's talk about beside Charlie Bronsky and that of Matthew Joe. What are some other names out there that you are hearing, especially around the Buchanan Belt there?
Well, there are several names coming up, like for the representative seat of Grand Bassa County. We have been hearing about Charles Var. We have been hearing about this man here called we have been hearing about Representative Hans Spatu. We'll be going back to Electoral District 1. We'll also be hearing about Representative Vincent. We'll be going back. We'll also been hearing about Anthony C. Batu, who will be running also in Electoral District 1 for the representative seat. And for the senatorial side, we've been hearing about Leslie Kapi will be going back as incumbent. We've also been hearing about Madeleine Harris, who will also be contesting for the senatorial seat in the county. And there are other individuals who also came from America. I think on 2 different occasions I met them, and they too have gone to District 4 in Basikia Town to go and supply some medical materials. But when I spoke with a very close ally, who happened to be Ralph Johnson, so the fellow who came from America, according to him, the fellow has come to make some donation because he has a political intent to also contest for the senatorial seat. So as the election time comes near, you will see that there will be people who will be coming from America and other places as well gradually to participate into the electoral process.
All right. Quickly, before I let go of you, I understand people in Bassa are reacting to Major General Prince C. Johnson of the third of the Armed Forces of Liberia. What has been their thoughts on the issue raised by the general that's saying he's going to beat off the support of the Liberian National Police if they cannot get to where they need to be?
Well, since the statement was made by the Chief of Office Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia, Prince Johnson, there have been several concerns raised by citizens on the different media outlets in the county that are followed. And the citizen has been calling on the National Security Agency, the Liberian National Police, and other professionals, even the legislature, to ensure that upon the return of President Weah to the country with General Prince Johnson, he should be invited to the House of Parliament to reveal those text messages he's talking about, the contacts that sent it to him so that they can do contact tracing with the GSM company so that they can get the individual who sent these kind of messages to his phone that is intent.
It seems to be like we lost Kim Bryan there, but I'm trying to reconnect with him shortly here on your radio Sport 107.5, the station that is dishing out Liberia's best. 107.5 is the station. And this morning we're talking to Kim Bryan all the way from Grand Bassa County, giving us details as to what is unfolding in that part of Liberia. And I'm also trying to see if I can reconnect with him shortly if that happens. And he's going to be giving us more details about what is happening in Grand Bassa County when it comes to our day-to-day politics, and of course, a statement made by the Major General Prince C. Johnson of the Armed Forces of Liberia. All right, so we're here on your radio 107.5, the station that is dishing out Liberia's best. And I tried elsewhere, so if I can get Kim Bryan there quickly, and he's going to be giving us more detail. Let me see if I can get Kim Bryan this morning from my Grand Bassa County this morning. Quickly, let me see if I can reconnect with him in Bassa, if I can get him back on the line, and then we'll have the discussion here on your radio 107.5. Moving away from that story, we have to also check up some other training issues across Liberia. We focus on Central Liberia. I understand as well the CDC is actually having a serious ongoing engagement with some folks in Bon County. Likewise, in Nimba, the same is going on as to how well they begin to tackle the upcoming presidential and that of the legislative elections in 2023. And then Lufa County is also said to be gradually gearing up beside the sporting activities. A lot of things happening. Moses Colley of the CDC is also doing his own underground work to see if he can run for the Senate come 2023 in Lofa County. And the current Senator Steve Zago is also doing the same. And then we're looking forward to seeing exactly what is going to be happening in Lofa when it comes to the border politics there, because I understand that a lot of issues being raised by the people of Lofa County. Now that they have a perfect representation from lower belt of Lofa County, so this time around, there's going to be a huge fight from the upper side of Lofa County as to who will represent them at the Senate. Will Mayamu Fofana of District Number 4 State go back to run for the representative seat? And then we'll have Sekou Kole as well, also showing interest. And then we also have Mr. Colley, Gizi Double, and Gizi Colley as well. As I say, he's going to be considering that, while we have Galakman Kotima also contemplating on running for the Senate. A lot of things happening in Lofa County, but hopefully maybe I'll get some of them tomorrow for us to have that discussion right here on your radio, Spawn 107.5. It seems to be like I cannot get back on the line, Ken Bryan, but as soon as I get him, he will be concluding on some of those statements that he was making here on your radio. Let's take a quick musical break. We'll come back. We'll have more discussion for you, the listener, to participate here on the radio. Stay tuned. Okay, I was at this year. Reading it in that year. Spawn FN in Lomagiti tab man. Miti FN. Gemawa na ungle Lomagiti. All right, so welcome back to the show right here. Visit Sport 107.5. Let's say good morning to you, my big sister, and welcome to Liberia. That's you, God, man, like K-Flow. Welcome back from Maryland. You're here in Liberia on your vacation, and I know that you are having great time. So now this morning, we go back to have this issue that has to do with like I said, we're going to have a little bit of a discussion on this one. Louis Brown and that of the city mayor of Monrovia, Jefferson Tambakoji, seems to be going back and forth on the issue that took place on the Capital bypass. But we will try, first of all, listen to the voice of the city mayor, and then we'll come back to listen to the voice of Louis Brown on this particular issue that took place. Let's go. We'll be right back.
The Secretary has informed us that Louis Brown needs to be. Louis Brown needs to be aware that those tactics that throw the country back to war, those tactics will never be repeated here. It's not possible. The last 2 hours ago, you presided over a meeting He presided over people, he called them partisans. They're not partisans. Those are informers of the People's Party. In that meeting, I'm telling you, Prosper, he knows, you'll be surprised. The meeting just ended, and he declared the 17th of December to cause chaos in this country. And he was making similarity with the April 14 arrest riot. He needs to wake up from his slumber. The party is around to remind men with mutilated history.
All right, so that his first response. Let me go to the second aspect of it. What he meant to say about mutilated,
People like the likes of Mr. Brown must be asking for forgiveness, must be asking for repentance, not to be fermenting. And I want to say to our friends who are members of the arrangement called the ANC, we want to say to you, do not allow the man who just as a serious citizen of the ANC, a stranger has taken over the land of the people. He wants to use the 17th as a way to prove to Alexander Cummings that he has the way out to make him president. Let him stop. There are certain things we permitted that were before, we were not close to elections. But this party will work to help this country to keep the peace of this country. Yes, sir. The party will do that. For 12 years, we kept the peace in this country.
And stay here listening to Major Koji.
One of Liberia's funniest paragon of peace in this country. The records are there, undebatable. There's a man who presided over a process that not a single spill of blood can be witnessed in any given point in time. This character will ensure the peace of this country will be maintained in accordance with the government of the Republic of Liberia. For somebody to think that you will not win election, we are saying to you, let go to election. Do not engender any sense of disruption. To declare the 17th and say the core of the 17th in our meeting, he said the core of the 17th Liberian tired suffering. Are you the mocker of the Liberian people? When people tired suffering, they don't utter A, they act A. Stop engaging into excitement. And we want to say to you, the people of this country, nobody in this country, never again that this country will retrogress into backwardness and into chaos and carnage.
Okay, so by the voice of Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji, who is also the Secretary General of the Coalition for, that's the Congress for Democratic Change. Let's move away. Let's listen to what Louis Brown said yesterday regarding this issue that has to do with December 7th.
You will not frighten us. You will not frighten the people of Liberia from expressing themselves. I dare you. I defy you. This foolishness has to stop. You think you can intimidate everybody in this country? No, you can't, and you will not. On December 17th, the people of this republic will stand up. The people all across Monserrato will stand up. Those who are tired will speak. Because when we deny people the right to speak, then we invite them to destroy our democracy. We will not destroy our democracy. Some of you didn't even pay one shed of blood, one tear you didn't drop for this democracy that you are playing with, for this country that you are treating, for the Liberian people that you're treating like this, turning men and women with pride for themselves into beggars. On December 17th, we will offer the Liberian people a chance to peacefully speak out. It is a democratic right and constitutional guarantee that they be afforded the chance to do so, even if to an unresponsive and deaf government. This government cannot hear. Now we have to believe they cannot even see. No government that sees what is happening to the people in this country will continue to do what these people are doing, who call themselves leaders. We have dutifully informed the Liberian government about the December 17 peaceful rally. Let there be no mistake about this. We make no secret of our intentions. This government has been duly informed about the December 17 rally.
Okay, so Louis Bryan's having to be the spokesperson for the Communist movement there, talking about the December 17 rally that is expected to take place at the SKD. And you've also heard from the City Mayor of Monrovia, Jefferson Tamakoji, who is also the Secretary General of the Congress for Democratic Change. At this point, both men are trying to show strength. I don't know how far they're going to go with this, but I know this morning I want to hear from you guys who are listening to us this morning on the radio on the issue, and before we can go to the other topic. So we've listened to both men, right, expressing themselves on this matter that has to do with the December 17th. There is planned protest. Some are saying protest, while others are saying it is not protest, it's actually a rally. But you've listened to Jefferson Tamakoji, my own uncle, and that of former Information Minister Louis Brown. What do you make of this? Call us on 077771075 or 05551011075. Let's hear you quickly on this one. We have about just a few minutes on this topic before we can go on to the next one. Good morning. Your name, where you calling us from?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, what is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm Jones K. Betty calling from GSO community this morning.
Okay, Betty, go ahead.
Yeah, I listened to both conversation. But let me just be honest. Jefferson Tamakoji being the SG of the ruling party, you know, he continued to make hero of Louis Brown. He should have replied or responded to Louis Brown protest. Louis Brown is a Liberian. You know what he has done? He has given Louis Brown relevant in this country. You know, we continue to lose the intellectual war. And after Jefferson Coach is coming to the media, he has to be advised. I'm a sedition, but he should have. Louis Brown, he doesn't have any history of contributing anything to the country. Absolutely. If Tamakochi to just remain mute, that protest could have been very, very poorly attended. Though it will be poorly attended, but it could have been very, very poorly attended. They may have no history of helping anybody. He has no history of contributing anything to the growth and development.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. He should have done it. Giving a Gualingue protest. Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. Thanks. We have to go to other callers. Thank you. 077771075 or 05551011075. The numbers to call to be part of the show this morning on your radio, Spawn FM 107.5. The Today Show. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay, sir. Your name, where you call us from?
Thank you. I speak to you from District Number 6. My name is Luther Saki Jr.
Luther Saki, go ahead, my brother.
Before I go far, I would like to speak to Yagasi. If Yagasi is listening, I would announce a number so I can speak to him. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, Yagasi is actually on an assignment. He's out of time.
Okay.
All right.
But you see, let me go to the issue. So, during the day of my end is, they see citizens who don't want protest. They have cast it on our hair. The protest around here. And that's how life is going. And the constitution provider is you can only say your government, you can petition your government. So I think Jefferson Koji should focus on the city and just focus on Louis Brown. And someone saying that Louis Brown not contribute, that's the one the country. Louis Brown is ambassador before. I see contribution. And he's a citizen. He had the right, he had a political right, the exercise political right. So who has supposed to talk to him? Look, you stop the thing here. Look, you know, some of them can say, we don't want to fight war, but if the thing also bring war. If you try attention, it can bring war back.
All right.
Someone have a right to protest. The government should buy into that protest and go to that protest and protest will be over.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go there, you attack him, then you'll be blooded. You don't want to be blooded.
Thank you, Thank you, Luther Saki there from district number 6 this morning. Call us 077771075. Let us stay at 055511075. I understand those in the diaspora are eager to also participate in the process. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Raw, and good morning to Librarian for your broadcast this morning.
You sound like Joe. Good morning, Joe.
No, well, I'm down at Zao. I'm joining from District 5 this morning.
Okay, Zao, go ahead.
Well, thank you for the platform again once more. But let me say this to you. Look, I think when any other person come out to speak against protest or people family, it shouldn't be from the guy from the CDC. It's very unfortunate for me to hear them the way they are speaking today. When yesterday they told Castle for the past 12 years, they insulted women who in this country. Like today they against the people family. They think that wrong yesterday, right today. Is it how we're going to run this country? Like, bro, want to be successful? Like, is it how like bro going to be successful? Is it kind of country we desire? Is it kind of country we have for yesterday? That how going to live in this country? Mr. Roy, you were here. You understood what happened. They insulted women who in this country. From here and there, man, started going power. They took after for good 2 years. Today, someone want to people exam. Then you go say you have a statement. Coaching should be a very ashamed of themselves. Thank you for your platform this morning.
Thank you. Let's go to the next caller there. 077771075. And sorry, those in the diaspora, I'm just about to put up the number on your screen for you to be able to also participate by the way of WhatsApp. You can call us on the number that is going on your screen this morning on the Today Show. Let's get to this caller here this morning. Good morning.
Well, good morning, my good friend and brother, Mr. Raw. How are you?
Adamso Isaac.
Well, thank you for the recognition. No doubt, this is the people's governor. The most talk about district number 10 governor. I'm so Isaac. I do join you for my comfort district from the whole row.
Go ahead, my brother.
Mr. Raw, let me say good to you and this full group of company this morning for the show. The thing here, sometimes when we say some of these things, some of our brothers then from Lacey Chapel will want to look at all different. But you see the problem with some of these guardian people can be looking at to be advocating for us as Liberians in the country. They make war for us. They are what brother we all discussing about the protest business, the honorable men. Look, who say you can be in government? Because some of us will read history about other countries there and we are traveled there, we are seeing it. Who say you can be in government? You can be in government when the wrong thing is going on. You wake up and bring the information to the public, or you can be part of a peaceful protest, which is not bad. But all of the our brother yet he has been working for. He had never come up one day. So that's why some of our colleagues they are not smart to some of these things when you talking then they say, oh, they may not come in. They may have ever been part of protest before. That somebody, some people can just take government job to be family inheritance. That they leave to job today, no, then they wake up with anger. It's not going like that. You got other that brain that's supposed to get on board. If you leave the scene, it doesn't mean that you will go on the other side and do the wrong thing. No, the time you were on board, at the time you should have talked about all of these putting it, but you left it. Today you out of government now. Can you imagine? When they started working for Taylor Day, not General Mayor. They gonna teach some of our brothers and John Piano people. They are no.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me go to someone in the diaspora. I believe, I think from Europe. Good morning. Is it from Belgium?
Yeah, this is from Norway. I'm Joseph Capo calling from Norway. Thank you, Brother Ross.
Okay, go ahead.
The sad thing about it is that it is true that people are suffering in Liberia, Brother Ross. But the sad thing is that the messenger of this whole thing, Louis Brown, I don't know whether the ANC sat down and they think before they presented him forward. There's a man who was security advisor to Charles Taylor when they committed brutal act against our people, where everybody eating and going to bed. He worked with a Salif administration. He didn't see the people poor in Liberia, they're suffering and this and that today. That today he came out to say that he's an advocate for the poor and whatsoever thing. Look, when the people say the poor people suffering, they're not talking about you and myself. They're not talking about Willie Moga in Basso County. They're not talking about, in Southeastern region. They're talking about themselves. The money they used to be getting, they're not getting it. You can see the anger in his face, you see. So Louis Brown is not, even the tall man, who the chairman for the party, he demanded the man have to run away. He demanded for Milton T.J. hair. They had to run away to Negro Town to go hard. Then Mr. Brown coming up today to say that he's an advocate for the poor. Look, the men are Julius. When the woman brought the alabaster oil wasted on the feet of Jesus, Julius said, that money we will give it to the poor and this and that, all kind of thing. But deep down in the heart, he was not for the poor. That how Louis Brown looking like. I mean, coming with a poor good person in front to present that message that the people are suffering. But the guy who they put in front, the guy, they're not the right man. Thank you, brother Ross. Thank you.
Okay, brother Joe there calling from Norway this morning. Sport 107.5. We cut across. Let's get to this caller here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name, where you call us from? Hello? Okay, it seems to be like we lost that caller. Let me get to the next caller here this morning on your radio, Sport 107.5. This is a station that edition out Liberia's best. And you listen to some of the things that we discussed here and haven't heard the back and forth from the Secretary General of the CDC and that of the spokesperson for the COVID movement. Good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Joseph. We're calling from here, the area.
Okay, Joseph, go ahead.
Yes, let me say this morning to Mr. Louis Brown. Is that when people will be gullible, but they are not stupid. Louis Brown is not a person to be passing around giving information about how people suffer or not. Louis Brown, yeah, let's start from as far as chapter of the Louis Brown, yeah, that's why the central bank was to chapter of Louis Brown was dismissed for corruption in that bro. The record is there. Number two, fast forward to Eddie regime. Louis Brown, yeah, information ministry, Chucky Kamara got murder in West Point. Harris Biden died, no account. He never put people on the street to go protest. So because today he's not no longer ambassador for Liberia, why he put people on the street? Liberia people are not stupid. That's why they're being gullible. So that we just say this message to him. The high MPs that we offer for him will not stand this shit because we know his character. So every single word that he will utter will never take him lightly. And if he say in there, if he put up resistance, he will meet up with force. Thank you for.
All right, thank you. Let's get to two more callers on this topic, and we can wrap it up right there this morning. Those in the diaspora, you can call us as well on the numbers on your screen this morning to be part of the Today Show on your radio, Spoon FM. We also live on www.spoonfmradio.com. You can follow us live on Spoon TV on Facebook and on YouTube. Look for Spoon Talk Live on YouTube to be part of the conversation this morning on this radio. Let's get to this caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Brother, I come here.
I'm great. What is your name? Where you calling us from?
I call me Junior to prayer calling from Pablo Road.
All right, Junior, welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, and thank God for the great day today. You see, the opposition, especially Louis Brown, he lose election in most of the radio country. What Madam Sali, the former president of Labrador, Madam Sali, brought campaign from street to street in Labrador here for his business, and then he never win. The shame, and it's very shame, and shame pleasure, it will say be on him. Labrador is a country with dignity, not country, but all law, no. We're telling Louis Brown, hey, just wait. If only he can win, or they can win, President we are. 2023, they should wait. They should wait. No need for him to say yes or they protesting.
All right.
Protest the water, yes, son. They didn't do nothing. There's no understanding. And I'm talking to my brother, Javasi Kochi. He should not use a lesson to Louis Brown. Louis Brown not someone to listen to. Those people, they are serious in life. Why he gave it credit to Louis Brown? He will not get credit to Louis Brown. Louis Brown is a serious of life.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother, for being part of the show this morning, right here on your radio, Spoon 107.5, the station that is dishing out Liberia's base. That, of course, we pick one more call on this topic, and then we will wrap it up quickly here on your radio on this particular topic. Let me go to the diaspora. Somebody calling from, I think, Asia. Let's hear what exactly they have to say on this particular issue. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, I think he's up. You can call us back the person calling from the diaspora to be part of the show this morning. Call us by. Let's see where we can talk to you on what you think about the current situation that we are discussing here in our country, Liberia, this morning. Quickly, before we can go to the next segment of the show. You've listened to some of the argument from both sides of the divide, talking about the CDC and that of the opposition, ANC. What are your thoughts on the issues being raised by the both men, talking about the General Secretary of the Congress for Democratic Change, Mayor Jefferson Tamakochi, and that of the spokesperson for the ANC rally Camp 20 December 17, 2022, that is expected to take place at the Samuel Kayando Sports Stadium. All right, so folks, you are there. We are going for a very quick break breather for you to listen to that, and then we can move on to the next topic for discussion here on this radio. 107.5 is the station. My name is Emmanuel Kotu, and we are on the Today Show here briefly for you to know exactly what we are discussing.
On December 17, we will offer the Liberian people a chance to peacefully speak out. It is a democratic right and constitutional guarantee that they be afforded the chance to do so, even if to an unresponsive and deaf government. This government cannot hear. Now we have to believe they cannot even see. No government that sees what is happening to the people in this country will continue to do what these people are doing, who call themselves leaders. We have dutifully informed the Liberian government about the December 17 peaceful rally. Let there be no mistake about this. We make no secret of our intentions. This government has been duly informed about the December 17 rally.
One of Liberia's funniest paragon of peace in this country. The records are there. It's undebatable. There's a man who presided over a process that not a single spill of blood can be witnessed in any given point in time. This character will ensure the peace of this country will be maintained in accordance with the government of the Republic of Liberia. For somebody to think that you will not win election, we are saying to you, let go to election. Do not engender any sense of disruption. To declare the 17 and say the core of the 17 in a meeting. He said the core of the 17 Liberian tired suffering. Are you the mocker of the Liberian people? When people tired suffering, they don't utter A, they act A. Stop engaging into excitement. And we want to say to you, the people of this country, nobody in this country, never again that this country will retrogress into backwardness and into chaos and carnage.
Okay, at the Pusaki Masa now, but another second time, Florence Balak Kobotoya Gwina Loa. All right, so you've heard that right here on your radio, Spawn 107.5. Let's try to recover the messages coming through. Okay, somebody calling from the diaspora. They just want they want their voice to be heard on this particular issue. I will just take this question quickly, and then we can move forward. Right after them, we'll move forward to read the messages from the diaspora as well. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm okay. Lower the volume of your receiver. It seems to be like there's delay. So are you still listening to yourself? I can hear myself in the background.
Sorry for that. Okay, my name is Magnus. I'm calling from the U.S.
Yeah, which part of the U.S. exactly you calling us from?
Calling from New Jersey.
Okay, from New Jersey. Go ahead quickly.
I'm just trying to make my point that I don't know why the physician are getting upset about this the gun issue. Liberians have the right to assemble, peacefully assemble. I don't think from what I listen from these guys just now, I don't think it's anything about demonstration. It's a rally. So when someone calls for a rally, when you do that, the government gives them the protection and they peacefully assemble and express their view. But to get so upset, we are looking at General on the Koji and they address the issue, like so it's very upset. So that happens wrong government. Always be in the position to protect the citizens. Not to get upset to do the wrong thing because you get too much upset, you're not doing the wrong thing. So I want to say that let them put a chance. Let's see what happens. Those that trying to accuse this brand of one of stuff there, they have no facts about this brand. Like, we need to stop this wrongfully, accusing one of issues that we can never prove. So I say thank you for your program. Keep your hard work moving. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for always following us. Thank you, Chief. We appreciate that. All right. So let's go quickly now to recap of messages coming through this morning on your radio. So some of the messages that we are receiving here on the topic of the discussion quickly before we can move on to the next aspect of the show. And we have this long message coming in. I'm not going to be reading most of them, but I'll try my best to just read a few of them. Yeah. This one coming in from Mohammed Zodwa said, he says, good morning. My name is A. Mohammed Zodwa. I'm following you from Grand Capeman County, Sinje. Thank you for the work. Thank you so much, my brother Mohammed. I appreciate that. And then we have this one coming in from the Valley Musu Sharif said, 17 is retired, suffering. Protests across the country. So the country meet opener may be rescheduled. The county meet opener may be rescheduled. I don't think so. It's going to be rescheduled because there's just going to be a different venue for everything. All right. So we have Henry Yango say, Spoon TV, the brainy issue that worry some of us is your network is not is no longer credible and honest. We will want to know this platform and your boss, the CEOs, are staying with our country in bringing us all the truth about our country, Liberia. See, the issue of credibility sometimes is varies because some of you want to see us speaking from different angles. So when we're just speaking from that direction, it seems to be like we are not credible. But the reality is that there is no radio or media institution in the country that is more credible than that of the Spoon Network. All right, George Lamondane say, good morning, Mr. Roar. I'm following from District number 6 GSA Row community. Good to know that you're following us there. And then while we have this one coming in from Felicia Carr, and she says, good morning, Spoon TV family. I'm watching live from Painesville City. Good to know that you're there. And let's go to most of those who have written the personal red bogo. Malam, I do. Oh, so come on, I can't do that. Malam, I'm sorry. We're not here to encourage your fetish activities. All right. And then we have, he said, please call or email. No, I'm not going to. All right. So I will not get that to that as well. Let's get to John. John Reeves the second say, may God help our beloved country Liberia. Let peace reign. Protect the people and call them their due right. Living poverty in peace is better than riches in chaos. All right, and then Vincent said, "Ratty, bro, those guys are a bunch of jokers." And then we have Federica. Federica going on seriously. Louis Brown has served this country for years. You're talking about he hasn't contributed anything to Liberia. That's a question from Frederica Gibson. And then there's one coming from Henry Yango. He said, Mr. Brown are some of the people that have kept our country backward and underdeveloped. We are tired with the accent of politics. Mr. Cummings, he said Mr. Cummings needs to be very careful in bringing people like Mr. Brown onto his team. All right. And then Emmanuel Freeman said, a little boy, Kochi, talking to a man, Mr. Brown. I thought the information minister or justice minister should be talking than little boy Kochi. All right, Konya Lofa said, we challenge Kochi to bring out his okay, he said, I will not read on it, and supporters to the rally ground. This will be there will be pieces. God forbid. We don't want that yet. And Elijah go on to say, Elijah says, and he says, good morning, sir. I'm watching you from Kakata City, Maggie County. Thank you for always following us. And then we have Bill. Bill said, so what happened to people who work with Charles Taylor? What about CDC that working with Charles Taylor wife? Okay, Charles wife. All right. And then we have this one coming in from Duke. Duke say, why you guys won't worry about the Arati? Let them go ahead. Nothing will happen. Okay, this one is coming from Duke. And then we also have this one from James Colley. Say, good morning to the Spoon family, watching you from Bopolu City, Bapolu County. Good to know that you guys are watching us from there. And this one is from Vahon Mende Man. He said, Jefferson Koji, you demonstrated for 12 years. Shut up. Okay, I will not read the other one he said. And then we have Konya say, Radi is not intended to stop elections. Okay, you are okay. I will not read that one. Sorry, that I will not read this one. And then Benjamin said, CDC or Kochi should shut up. Okay, no, I will not read. Plenty of my uncle there. You can talk to my uncle there. All right, Bob Magmundu say that good morning. I mean, Good Spoon TV is disappointing that the likes of Louis Brown, who was a part of Liberia, does not want to disappear from the radar of Liberia politics. Following live from Accra, Ghana. Thank you, Mr. Ba. And how is Accra, Ghana? And we have Lucini. He said Jefferson Koji is wrong and he needs to find somewhere to hide. Listening from Maryland, USA. What? Okay. And then there's one coming in from Elijah and say, I'm watching you from Ganta City, Niba County. We do not want a problem in Liberia again. When you opposition don't love President Weah, you vote him out. We that love him, we will still vote for him every day. Every day can go to the same side. Everyone can go to the same side. What I'm trying to say, everybody can go to the same side. All right, so we're taking a quick musical break. We come back, we go to the next segment of the show. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5. We're live on Spoon TV as well. My name is Emmanuel Kotu. This morning sitting in here for my brother Yekesi, who is out there on some different assignments. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, so Abba Aduwendo right here on your radio Spawn 107.5. My name is Emmanuel Kotu, and this is the Today Show on your radio Spawn FM, and we're live on Spawn TV as well. So moving away from that particular story, let's now go to this one quickly before we wrap up on the show. And the Police Inspector General Patrick Sudu said the current strength of the Liberian National Police cannot meet present-day reality. Inspector General Sudu wants additional 1,500 trained personnel to beef up the strength of the police force as the country heads to the 2023 elections. The Inspector General has also alarmed over low budgetary allotment to the force, noting that there are 600,000 United States dollars cannot run the Liberia National Police for 1 year. And he said the National Election Commission informed him of plans for additional precincts to be created during the 2023 elections. But with the current manpower, it is important to augment the police budget so as to increase its strength to perform to a full capacity. And this, for me, is the best statement I've ever heard from Patrick Sudu, who is the Police Inspector General, right? For some of the things that he said. Now, Patrick Sudu, when he appeared on Tuesday before the plenary of the House of Representatives to answer questions regarding the Liberian National Police, and he raised this issue. I don't understand, and I'll keep saying this, for the authority to put on something under cap to start to think about our security. You know, and Patrick Sudu said currently they are being given 600,000 United States dollars to run the police for 1 year. Can you imagine that? 600,000. Liberia is a joke when it comes to that particular security thing. So 600,000 to run a Liberian National Police for a year. Are you joking? How will we even have logistics for the Liberian National Police? How will we have them responding to issues? And I was saying this because the last time I remember in April, armed robber attacked my house. And my neighbor and everybody, we called the police over an hour. They could not respond. You know what was happening? There was only one vehicle. And that vehicle had no fuel. Imagine those who are supposed to respond. Imagine the response group, the riot police or the anti-robbery police. They didn't get gas in the car. And so yesterday, when the Inspector General of the Liberian National Police appeared before the plenary of the House of Representatives, he was asked a series of questions about the strength of the Liberian National Police. Some of the key issues he raised that currently the number of police officers or the police force we have cannot even meet the today reality. Meaning that the Liberian National Police is incapacitated, that they are not able to provide security, full security for the country at the moment. That's why he said the police force does not have that strength to meet up with the current reality, the reality of the day. And he further went on to say that he needs additional 1,500 manpower in the Liberian National Police to be trained to add to the current folks that we have. And he went on to also say that currently they are receiving budgetary allotment of 600,000 every year for the Liberian National Police. And he's saying the 600,000, 930, the 600,000 cannot run the Liberia National Police for 1 year. And this baffles my mind, right? You have ministers, you have representatives, you have senators driving $45,000 cars, $80,000 cars, and yesterday you have the Liberian National Police. Vehicles are a problem for the Liberian National Police. You know why? $600,000 allotment to the Liberian National for the operation of the police for 1 year. It's a joke. And this should not be taken lightly. Our country is at the critical stand. And Patrick Sulu, who is the Inspector General of the Liberian National Police, not Emmanuel Kotu, he says he was informed by some officials of the National Elections Commission that there will be additional precinct for the 2023 elections. And he's saying that with the current police force, they cannot even meet up with the current reality. And 2023 is ahead of us. So there is a need for them to augment the budget of the Liberian National Police. There is a need for them to train additional 1,500 officers. And I'm glad that he did this presentation in front of the lawmakers who are supposed to understand that in everything that they do, the security of the state matters. And I look forward for them to add upon what the RG said. Because I know they will take this to committee room. Because some of them, I'm not saying all of them, but some of them, it does not concern them. Because money will not go directly in their pocket. But here you are. Go and stand by the roadside and see that even just the traffic police. The traffic police now, some of them have to buy their own uniform. Some of them, their blue uniform they're wearing, it now tend to khaki. The color change to brown. Because of the budgetary allotment to the Liberian National Police. These are national security issues that we should not even be talking on the radio. But you know why? It came from the House's own mouth. That this budget, 600,000. How much is allotted to the office of the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia? You all think about this, Liberian people. When we talking on the radio, say, oh, Mr. Roy, you're on the radio, you'll be talking plenty. How much is allotted to the Deputy Speaker for the House of Representatives, his office? How much is allotted? Over $1 million. The Speaker, over $1 million. But you have the girls to say the Liberian National Police that are supposed to respond to emergency, that are supposed to protect us. How much do they give the budget? $600,000? Are you kidding me? For the first time, I've heard Padre Sulu speak like a real man that is controlling thousands of people. And he's talking about security issues. I don't think they should be politicized. But the reality is that that draft budget that has been presented to the legislature, they should review it properly and make more adjustments so that more money can go to the police. So that we'll be able to have, we can train some more 1,500 officers, and then the police also be taken care of, logistic-wise. Let it be a place where people will feel proud to be police officers. Think about it. I'm going to open the phone now because shortly I'll be going Supreme going to conduct the next part of the show. But this is something that we need to understand. Liberia is everybody's business. You cannot have a system where the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives budget is more than the Liberian National Police budget. You cannot have a Speaker of the House of Representatives, his budget is 10 times more than the budget of the Liberian National Police. What kind of country are we running? What kind of people are we? Are we serious? And these are some of the issues I expect the representatives and even the executives to be speaking on. You cannot have a huge budget allotted to the Speaker and that of the Deputy Speaker and that of the pro tem, and then you allot 600,000 to a whole police force that is supposed to take care of the 15 counties. Why are we so naive as a nation when it comes to security issues? We take the they feel so proud. You're a lawmaker, you get one policeman walking behind you, a policeman should lay in one side, and you feel that you are safe. You get one policeman behind you, he will blow siren, he get to your house, or you get to your house, and then he get out from the car, he get on motorbike to go home. And you feel that you are safe. I have seen a situation where you driving on the street and you stop somewhere, policeman asking you, boss man, oh yeah, they are born in here. Now how it's supposed to be? I didn't even know until yesterday. The Inspector General of Police, Patrick, was talking about 600,000. That's what is allotted to the police annually. What is wrong with us as a country? We will sit down there and make few people to drive the best of cars. The police does not even have enough vehicles. The last time I reported a story from Bond County where the police director in Bond County was crying for vehicle. Like if something happened, they have to be asking for motorbike boys to take them to places. But guess what? Our people in the House of Representatives don't care. They only care about one city. They can say, Mr. Roy, you buy your mouth too wide. My mouth wide, but I'm seeing the truth. It is very, very, very disheartening to hear such a story. The speaker get over $1 million to his office. It's already there. The deputy speaker get over $1 million. The pro tem get over $1 million. The Labrador National Police, 600,000. What is wrong with us as a country? Anyway, I will stop here because I have to give way for Supreme to come for by 9:30 to do the next part of the show. But quickly, you can call us on this one few minutes. We just looking at 5 minutes for the calls. 077771075. You heard from the House's own mouth, the Inspector General of the Labrador National Police making those statements when he appeared before the House of Representatives, and I like the way he put it in their faces. Let's get to this caller here quickly. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name, where you call us from?
I'm monitoring your show this morning.
Go ahead, my brother, quickly. I have to go.
Yes. About the police, salary, or all of you, we can blame the lawmaker. They don't want to determine the horse or the presidential pay. You getting me, eh?
Yeah.
So they will be the people that will share blame on them. They want to be able to put it in place. But the lawmakers are there, when they pass law for themselves, for them and their family. So then how the police will work? They only there to pass law for them and their family to install. Then they forget about the police. They allow now the police, with the motorcycle, now the police are giving you a halter. So then the problem. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Let's get to the next caller. 077771075. 0551075. Let's get to this caller here quickly. Let's see who it is on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kotu.
Yes, sir. Where you call us from?
Yeah, thank you for the show. My name is Luther Sagi Jr. joining from District number 6, most of the country.
Go ahead, Luther.
Mr. Kotu, if you look at our police, you can't be compared to the police that are well within the village, the city police. So I think the legislatures to talk on some of the things they know. Not only the police, but look at the message, look at the doctor, look at the effort. The other thing is, they are the root of the country. When they root down the country, down. Well, they can just work on that. You know, when I see them, when I look at other countries, when I see that, also now I can really be stressed with myself, but I don't have the power. Our legislatures are there, they take plenty of money. But they eat Google food, they eat Google coffee for no law, they making what they go and sit in that big hot coffee each other, man. And they can't do anything, but they put it in the darkness, in the cold, in the receipt, kind of be in that cold, they take good money. They take good money. For our life, they're not safe. They're not improving the police. Every time they talk about corruption, how the police will not corrupt when they are not taking good pay.
All
They
right.
had to turn the to the school. They had to rent. So when they even they rent in the country, so they get into the fortune, you had to pay coming, you had to do the wire, and you take it. You know, where are you? Where are you every month? That money there?
All
And
right.
you find the police.
Thank you so much, Luther. Luther, thank you. All right, 077771075. We'll pick 2 more callers on this issue, and I'll be wrapping up. I'll be to be back tomorrow on your radio, Spawn 107.5. And of course, we're live on Spawn TV as well. And the live segment of the show, we are going to be having, I think, Lorena Honoré and a guest going to be here to have some discussion on a little bit of some health outreach here on your radio, Spawn 107.5. But I'm very sure. And I'm asking the House of Representatives, you've heard from the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, who is in charge of these men, and he understands the issues that are unfolding within the folks at this moment. He's asking that we train additional at least 1,500, and also we should augment the current budget. You know, the budgetary allotment of 600,000 is very, very heartbreaking. That you have a speaker of the House of Representatives budget is far ahead of the police budget, and that of the even the pro tem budget is far ahead of the police budget. And then you also have the deputy speaker that is far ahead of the police budget. It is something that we cannot boast of. It is just a shame on our country that we can do some of those things. 600,000 is very, very small, and it cannot help us, right? And both houses need to come together. Let me read this message coming to you. This one coming from Randolph. Our double says that 600,000 is very small for the Liberia National Police budget for a year. He cannot even buy all the police security body camera. We ain't got body camera here. The police don't get body camera. Forget about that one. That one are different thing. And then and Henry Yango say the both houses are heartless, disgraceful, devilish, and shameless. We need to revisit our constitution and laws of our country because they are all in the interest of themselves. These are some of the issues we need to demonstrate about instead of running after presidents. All right, and then we have this one coming in from Josephine Jackson. Say it's sad to note that police, okay? And then we have this one say, thanks for the presentation. It's from Konya Lofa. Was it Konla or Konya? I keep saying Konya. It's Konla Lofa. All right. Sorry that I keep making that mistake. And then Benjamin says the president gave the Zoes and chiefs a pickup trucks leaving the police. Each country police detachment in each county needs 5 pickup truck. All right, that's what he says. And then we have Sange Abu Bakar. Liberia is a joke country, most especially under this failed regime. There is no tangible priorities. All right, and we will go to this one coming from Richard. Richard said, "Good morning, our Spawn folks, family. Can Spoon Talk please help us to ask Legis when are they willing to give us our money? Legis to us we will to get our money on the 23rd of November 2022, and your bet with us." Why is Legis doing this? We'll talk about that on another show. God, thank you for being part of us. And this one says, salute. Okay, Sulu should not have 5 vehicles escorting him. Send the others 4 cars to the Leeward counties. Well, my brother, I have not seen Patrick Sulu with 5 vehicles behind him. No, I have not seen that for him. All right. So, like I said, it's about time. We cross over, and I know that we're having a discussion point. You ready? Come over. I've been waiting for you and your guests to come over in the studio so we can move from there. All right, I'm talking to my director, Lorena Honoré. She's there coming up. This is 107.5 Spawn FM. My name is Emmanuel Kotu. Hopefully, I'll be back here tomorrow to have another fascinating discussion about our country, Liberia. And remember, all that we say here are geared towards building our country for a better, country. On that note, My name is Emmanuel Kotu. Those of you who are still interested, you can follow me on YouTube. Look for Emmanuel Kotu on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and then see exactly what I do in this country besides just being on your radio or on your TV. Thanks for listening. Like I always say before I leave the studio, no matter how long a laser stay in the river, it can never be a crocodile. So I will give the next segment to Lorena Honoré, who is going to take care of that segment. We're going to talk about some health issues in our country and there's an Irish ongoing in Liberia. Again, my name is Emmanuel Kotu. Bye-bye for now from my end.